Hello, welcome to the Republic Services Mine Hill Recycling Facility Tour. My name is Eric Gabrielson. I'm the Operations Manager at the facility here in Mine Hill. Our mission here at the facility is to process single-stream recycling from residences throughout Morris County, Sussex County, and Warren County. The bulk of the material that we handle is through the Morris County Municipal Utilities Authority. Here you see an MUA driver bringing his load of single stream. Material comes from the trucks and hits our tip floor, where it gets mixed into the main pile of single stream. At this point, you see the loader operator putting material into our infeed, and you see a drum feeder breaking up the material so that it sorts better as it goes through our automation. The loader operator's main goal is to keep the material at a level that is consistent throughout the day to avoid too much or too little material going through the system at any given time. As you see here, there's a deep level of material going up an inclined belt to where it hits our first sort station, which is our manual pre-sort. This is a 6-person operation that works as a team to keep materials that are not supposed to be in the stream from going across our automation. That can include anything from gas cans to bicycles to packaging skids. We get everything that you could imagine would come from a household or even sometimes from a business. Here's a shot of some of the material that we've taken off and put into our trash. It has no value to us in the stream. And here you can see them adding different pieces of contaminants. Next piece of sorting comes as our cardboard screen. We have screens that are both for cardboard and for paper. This is a cardboard screen, which is a series of shafts with discs which spin, pushing material uphill. The spaces in between allow 3D materials that are smaller in nature to fall between them and allow the cardboard to ride higher and higher and eventually go to a belt that carries them to a quality control station. The belt you see in front of you here on your left is the material that did not go up the screen for cardboard. It's going off to a paper sort. The material in the center right now never made it onto the cardboard screen and is going to go for a smaller sorting automation. And the material at center now is glass, which is heading into a glass cleanup system. At this point in the film, you see a glass crusher. This takes all the glass bottles that come into our system and breaks them into approximately a 1-inch squared piece. What you're looking at here is the end of our paper sorting line. That's our third paper screen, and that takes copy paper and smaller items and pulls them out of the container stream. In the ground behind you, you see our sorters working, pulling contaminants out of the paper, and that can be anything from cardboard to trash to plastic bottles or aluminum cans and various other items. Their job is to get the paper as marketable as possible after the sorting process has occurred. One of the things that we see a lot more in the stream in 2022 is an evolution to smaller fraction cardboard getting into the paper. This is done by direct-to-home sales through companies like Amazon and increased use of UPS and FedEx shipments. Once sorted, materials go into a baler. And this belt here is another incline belt, similar to the one that fed our pre-sort, but this feeds the baler. And we make a cardboard bale here in approximately 4.5 minutes. As you can see, we bale a lot of paper and cardboard in this facility. We also bale trash and rigid plastics. Our glass is taken out of the cleanup system and dropped in a bunker where it's shipped off for remelt to make other glass materials. As it gets sorted, it's separated into different colors, amber, green, and clear. Material comes from across the building in our single stream into our commingled building here. It comes up an incline and is received at a 4-person quality control pre-sort. The first 2 people in the pre-sort are handling paper. Their job is to remove as much paper from the system to increase the effectiveness of the automation downstream. As we move now into the automated sort in the building, you see a belt magnet running behind you. That extracts all the metals that come through the stream, be it tin cans with soup or tuna fish or items from the garage that aren't necessarily solicited, but The magnet picks them up and drops them all into this bunker. The belt in front of us here is bringing material to our HDPE sort. Material coming from HDPE goes into another optical sort, which you're going to see right here. This is our PET, #1 plastic, and it takes the most voluminous plastic that goes through our stream and lends a very accurate, precise sort to it that human hands could not equal. And what you're seeing here is infrared cameras identifying plastic resins as PET, communicating with air jets, shooting them off of a belt. As they go up in the air, they clear a wall, and the items not hit by the air jet drop down. That completes the separation, and in a moment you'll see that from a profile view. So here you see PET rising above the wall and other items going below the wall. The bar rolling at your right encourages contaminants to go downward rather than upward. In this case, you see a mixture of PET dropping and PET going over. Quality control at the end of this sort, of the automated sort, helps to correct any differences or any variances in what happens in the automation. The view that we have here is quality control after we sort HDPE. We separate two different products here, HDPE Colors and HDPE Natural. The colors consist mostly of detergent bottles, etc. The natural consists mostly of milk bottles. As we pan in here, we're looking at another optical sort, and this is for the HDPE mentioned earlier. One of the major differences between the two different items that we sort optically are the size. The PET that we sort is very small, and the HDPE traditionally comes in larger formats due to what they hold: laundry detergent, milk, other items. You notice them going over the belt in less volume, but definitely in greater size. The automated sort in a facility is typically the most accurate, and for us, that is definitely the case. We process approximately 8 bales of this material a day, and probably another 15 to 18 of PET every day. So in a given week, we can make about 4 truckloads of material to go out as plastics. These resins are typically very valuable, and we're always looking for ways to improve the sort in this process. As this advances, I can bring up an item that is very important to us. And what you don't see here are the very small items that get through. Some of these are batteries, some of these involve a lot of chemicals. Flammables are always a very big issue in a facility. It's very important in educating the public that you remove anything that isn't required for recycling, to include small electronics and small rechargeable batteries. And as we've seen prior, we also have human hands touching the materials and ensuring their cleanliness. The process works very well here for us. Here's our PET quality control, and you see them taking off aluminum, other plastics, sometimes some trash items. They can sort well over 40 items a minute off of a belt in this station. Now in front of you is an eddy current magnet. Reverse polarity repels aluminum from the belt as it goes across. You see aluminum going over the wall, similar to what we did with an optical sort, and other items dropping down. Beneath is a shot of finished product of HDPE Colors. You can see the size of the materials that are pulled off, as mentioned previously. Every item that comes out of our system sits in a bunker as it awaits baling. If you see large shafts turning in the background, those pull material to the back of the bunker so they don't get jammed up and clogged up and accumulate right under a chute. They allow us to keep running continuously as materials accumulate. Here you see HD Natural going to the baler.